Yeah, so I started off 16 years old and I was appointed the captain of the Langata Footy Club. And I mean, I'd always sort of taken on different leadership roles within school or within different sporting teams at school. But when I was appointed the captain, I didn't really know what to do. I mean, I knew I liked the title, okay? I liked the idea of being a leader, but in the big picture of things, I actually had no idea what I was doing. And so what do? I guess you identify those who are above you who are in a similar position, be it the leader of the senior football club, or be it a leader within the school or the community, and I guess you try and model yourself off them. And I was very fortunate to have, you know, some guys that were quite charismatic and strong leaders within themselves within the football club. But what I identified was that was completely left to chance. There's strong leaders everywhere, but not everybody sources the right role models. And so, as part of that, you know, there was a pretty unique situation. That, I'll say unique, probably not that unique, but you know, within the club that I played for, you know, illicit drugs were introduced at one stage. You know, and then I identified that there was one of the most talented players in the seniors was the one taking the drugs. And my issue there was, though, is that this guy was so, you know, he's quite a charismatic bloke, that, you know, if he tells a young 16-year-old, hey, try this, what are they going to do? They're probably going to take it as well. And so I kind of thought, this is ridiculous, because if that's where society's heading, if that's what people are, you know, aspiring to be, then, you know, we're taking a bit of a gamble whether things are going in the right or wrong direction. And so I thought, how can we create a system or a program in which young people are channeled into strong leadership and have the skills and the know-how to identify a strong mentor? And so over time, when I was 17 years old, I was invited to come down onto a leadership development program run by the YMCA called You Know Why. And it was the most unique experience of my entire life. It was the first time I'd been taken out of Langata, out of this bubble of Langata, down into, I was into Bacchus Marsh, believe it or not, so out in Bacchus Marsh, and we had people from all across Victoria, young leaders from all across Victoria in one space. It was the first time I'd met a Muslim. It was the first time I'd met someone who was gay and open about it and proud of it. It was the first time I'd ever met and had an open conversation about someone with depression. And for me, I was just like, shit, I've been living under a rock. Like, I had no idea that all this stuff went on, and you know, I'm just going through my day-to-day business. Yet I was so oblivious to it. And as soon as I was aware of it, it just immediately made me want to do some good, you know, and try and have a positive impact on other people's lives, and you know, those that might not be doing it as easy as I was. And what that did is that camp, it actually sparked a passion in me to empower other young people to create positive change. The biggest thing I identified out of that program, though, was that not everybody had the confidence and the courage that I had to go back to their local communities and actually impact change and actually take some action. And so I thought, look, if you're really going to create some social change, if you're really going to have a positive impact on the culture of a footy club or a netball club or a sporting club in general, you need those who are identified and respected as leaders within that particular year level. And so over time the ideas developed, and I've got a few partners on board and got a few people on board who were supportive of the program, and eventually we come up with Captain's Camp. So the overall concept is, I'll speak about the concept shortly after we have a panel of our guest speakers, but that's kind of like the means behind the program and why it got developed. So I thank you for being here tonight, for giving yourself the opportunity to find out what the program's about. I won't lie to you, my intention of tonight is to inspire you guys to want to nominate a young person from your club to be a part of this program. Ideally a male under 16 or under 15 footballer, and a female under 15 or under 17 netballer. So yeah, without a doubt, that's what I'm here to try and inspire you guys to do, and take this idea and take this concept back to your club and encourage the board to get on board this and sponsor a player to be a part of this program. Okay? I think I've nearly said enough for now. I will talk more about the program and run you through, you know, the nuts and bolts and what's going to happen and the major themes and content that's going to be delivered. But I think that's a pretty good start. So.